Hey guys, Kamaguno, and today I'm doing a review for Teen Titans issue 11. But before I start this review, just want to remind you guys, I have a voting contest video for the Geeky Awards that I'm doing for YouTubers. So don't forget to vote because I really want this to be as successful as it can. It's featured on my main part of my channel, so just go check it out and vote. Let's start this review for Teen Titans issue 11. Let's talk about the cover first. Really one of the reasons I picked this up is because usually I look at the comics that are coming out, let's say, this whole occasion things that they say, October, these comics are coming out. I usually check them out, see, like, what comics are coming out, and get excited, get pumped up, for what comics are coming out. So I did that with Teen Titans, and, I dropped Teen Titans a couple of months ago because I haven't been loving the series, as much as I loved the series for before the New 52. Because I'm a really big Teen Titans fan, and it was like when I was reading it, it made me so disappointed because these characters are so different. And if you're gonna reboot characters, revamp characters, make them better, And I felt like a lot of these characters just kind of went backwards. Red Robin not being Robin, him with his little wing thing. I really didn't like that. Wonder Girl, who knows like what connection she even has with Wonder Woman, and her not really having powers but having an armor. Kid Flash didn't really change, but his costume changed a little. Superboy, I mean, he's getting better, but like towards the beginning it was more like, I'm like, he's not a villain, he's not a hero, like, what is he? He definitely wasn't like the character he was before the New 52, but he's starting to become like more of a Young Justice character, like, in the Young Justice TV show, like how Connor was a little bit more of like, oh, don't go near me, like, he's trying to push people away, with this series, we get to see, Superboy's kind of like that, he's starting to get into the hero-ness, and starting to say, hey, I have friends. But like I was saying, the characters are very different, so I was like, I really can't read this series. It's like, I just can't. It's not as good as before New 52, and it's like, truth, I'm not liking it. And like the stories, especially with the culling, it's like, the stories are just not as good, and they're not like that family they were. It's like, they're just friends, and so happen to be teenagers, and so happen to be on the same team. But you could tell they're not like, I'll take a bullet for you type of friend, like, the Teen Titans were. It was like Wonder Girl, Robin, I'm going to say Robin because it wasn't Red Robin in the Teen Titans, but, Robin, Superboy, Kid Flash, Beast Boy, just everybody on that team, they would take a bullet for each other. They were family, that's like, you could see that close niche. But with this, it's like, oh, they're friends, but they're not close niche, and they're not the Teen Titans, we're all in this together. We're the Teen Titans, we're family type of thing. And it's also it's like not really connected to Justice League. Like Red Robin made this team, it's very different. And I think it went back a step with this series, and that's why I dropped it. And I'm sorry to talk so much about the series, but let's try to talk about this issue. But I'm trying to pick up these issues in like, if I like a issue, like it's not like some comics I'll get like every month, no matter what, I'll get that comic every month. But with this, I'm going to get it on whim, like I do with Avenging Spider-Man. Just get this on whim, and this looked interesting. It was more like, oh, what's happening with Wonder Girl? Maybe you'll learn more about Wonder Girl and say, hey, I like this character. So that's why I picked this issue up. Cover interested me, so it actually made me want to pick up a comic book I dropped, and made me want me to pick up the next issue to finish the story arc. So if a cover does that for you, that's a good thing. So in this issue, like I said, Wonder Girl's kind of fighting off her armor, and she is just fighting this armor off, and she's like, oh, I can't control it, and then she's also saying, like, how could a human control this, and she blacks out when the armor, like, takes over, so that's a big problem for her. And that's pretty much what happens in this issue. We have a little villain who wasn't really a villain, who was friends with Bunker, because, something happened of a story arc I didn't read when I dropped the series. They had this dinosaur age little thing, this dinosaur, they go back to the dinosaur age, and I guess the team were struggling, so Bunker's like, I don't know if the Teen Titans is gonna work, so let me get another teammate, and this teammate ended up being a villain and trying to attack all the Teen Titans in this issue. And again, that's it that happens in this issue. We get to see that, again, Wonder Girl's, armor is really out of control, and like how Teen Titans gonna help her. I thought this issue was okay. You know, really, it was better than others I've read, and it makes me want to pick up the next issue. But still, am I going to be dedicated to the series? Definitely not. As I said before, and like took so much time in this review to say, it's just not the same Teen Titans. And even in the beginning, I was like, oh, this is like cool. You know, it's really new, it's fresh. But like once you started reading it, the stories were just not as good. You know, the villains there really weren't any villains, you know. The culling was the nowhere thing dragged on to, you know, Infinity and Beyond. You know, it just dragged on for months and months and months. It just didn't interest me. And just a lot of these stories didn't interest me. It's so upsetting because these are like my favorite characters. And these are the characters like the New 52 kind of ruined, you know? Like I said with Wonder Girl, with this, it's interesting, yes, but like the armor thing, it's like it's telling you the truth, it's not our character. It's like when you read it also, it's like she's another person that's kind of like standoffish, you know, like Superboy is in this series. She's kind of like, oh, I don't have any friends, you know, I'm bad, blah, blah, blah. So she's another person. But Wonder Girl in the before the New 52 wasn't like that. She would always want, you know, friends, even though maybe she was a little standoffish when Connor died, which is understandable. But really, she was a good leader. She was a good friend, you know, and I don't see that in this series, and that's something that disappoints me. But other than that, this issue was good. It's just like this issue, the story was good. It's just that I'm disappointed with these characters, and they're not the same characters. So I'm gonna go give this a 3.5. It was good. It is worth picking up if you want to learn more about Wonder Girl, learn more about this armor. It's interesting. It made me want to probably pick up the next issue, depending how many like issues I get that week. But it makes me interested in the next issue to see, oh, what maybe we'll find out the origins of Wonder Girl's armor or whatever. So, it was okay issue. I say pick it up if you want to learn more about that. Not a lot happened in it, but again, we're learning a little bit. Wonder Girl can control this armor, and like, what is she gonna do with it? You know, whatever. So it was a good issue, but I give it a 3.5. Again, Teen Titans, New 52 is definitely something I'll probably pick up on whim, but definitely not pick up every month, just because I tried picking up every month, and especially with the culling, just didn't like it. But this is Comic Uno. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I say pick this issue up. Even if you dropped it, you'll still understand what's going on like I did. So this is Comic Uno. I give it 3.5. Say pick it up, and guys, don't forget to follow me on Twitter for Comic Uno and the Random Situations, and I'll have news about those videos. So I'll see you guys later. Bye.